they come out, we should grab them.
No.
With the leaders caught, they'll soon give up.
I will not do anything to jeopardize the safety of those 2 officers inside.
I'm thinking of their safety. The longer they're in there, the less chance they've got.
Mr. Fletcher, you heard me. No. It's going to be rather difficult talking from this distance.
Well, you come over here. We're not coming out any further.
Wait here.
No, we're coming with you. They haven't mentioned Janet or Faulkner. They may try to take you as a hostage.
Very well.
Come on.
That's close enough.
We will not get anywhere unless you show a little trust, Edwards.
Why should we trust you?
All right, Margot.
Shut up.
What is it you want?
Okay. We want all the new security restrictions stopped. We want the security gates left open so we can move about a bit.
Yeah, and we don't want blokes perving on us in the showers.
Mr. Faulkner was only on duty in the showers because of a staff shortage.
You wouldn't have a staff shortage if your officers didn't go around in 2s spying on us all the time.
The officers patrol in 2s for their own safety. Your behaviour has proved this is necessary.
And what about our safety when you've got officers like Powell threatening to bash us up all the time?
If you have any specific complaints about any of the officers, I am prepared to listen.
Yeah, but you're not going to do nothing about it, are you?
Do you have any specific complaints? It seems to me you don't know why you started this riot. Peterson, I'm surprised to see you involved in it.
Why, Mrs. Davidson? I am a prisoner. There are things that should be improved, like food, hygiene.
Yeah, more makeup and proper shampoo.
You can buy all of those things if you really want them.
On the money we earn?
Yeah, and in solitary you don't get nothing.
Nobody is sent to solitary unless they deserve it.
Yeah, well, we want it stopped.
Is there anything else?
Yes. We want more money, more time outside, proper visits in the visiting suite with our fellas.
I understand your husband is in Pentridge, Edwards.
That shouldn't mean he can't visit me, Mrs. Davidson.
Very well. I shall put your demands to the department if you all return to your cells.
No way. We're out, and we're staying out until we get what we want.
I don't think you know what you want.
We want things improved. It's as simple as that.
Very well. As I said, I shall put your demands to the department. But I doubt whether there will be any action under these circumstances.
Yeah, well, you better get some action, because we're not giving up until you do.
They haven't mentioned Janet or Faulkner. I think we should rush them now.
No, we're not doing anything until we know they are safe.
We're lucky to find something to eat in this place. Wouldn't you think they'd put their dirty knife in the sink?
Do you reckon we should take some food to the others?
Suppose so.
You reckon this lot's going to do us any good, Lizzie?
Nah, waste of time. Wish Bea was here, we wouldn't have started this riot.
We had riots when Bea was here.
I know, but she always knew what she was doing, didn't she?
Well,
Mrs. Smith, what are you doing out of
Not
bed?
planning on leaving without telling us, are you, Smith?
Oh, use your head. I'd hardly be pressing the buzzer if I was going to do that now, would I?
Here, lie back and stop upsetting yourself. Where do you think you were going?
I've got to phone the prison.
After the operation you've been through, you haven't got to do anything except rest and recuperate.
But look, there's a riot on there, and my mates are involved.
Where did you hear this?
It was on the TV.
I see. Well, there's nothing you can do about it.
I might be able to help. Look, the women listen to me.
Smith's something of a gang boss inside the prison, Doctor. She probably organised the whole thing.
Oh, come off it. How can I organise anything from in here? Look, please, just let me speak to the governor. I might be able to help.
All right. You lie here and rest, and I'll get a message to him.
Her.
I guess the prison governor can decide this better than we can. Besides, I can't have Mrs. Smith upsetting herself.
You think they'll give us what we want?
Dunno.
Oh, of course they will. You two are such polite little girls out there. How could they possibly refuse?
You were saying?
Oh, yeah, all right. But what are we going to do?
We wait.
Fat lot of use that's going to be.
I suppose you could do something better.
Yeah? If you lot followed me, I'd make sure the screws knew who they were up against.
Look, we're supposed to be doing something better, not worse.
Oh, yeah? And how much better is it going to be with the sort of stupid things you asked for?
Aren't you forgetting something?
What? Oh, yeah, the new security measures. It didn't make much difference to me when...
I warned you, Gaffney. Now you've got a choice. Either shut up or get back to the pound. Which is it going to be?
That's bloody typical, isn't it? You two are like a couple of screws yourself. You got us guarding in the corridors. You're threatening to send me to the pound. I reckon we'd have been better off...
Will this be a direct line to the prison?
To the prison and outside. All calls going in and coming out come through these phones.
Well, at least the next time we speak to the women, we won't have to shout across the garden.
There'll be no more speaking with the women. Not for a while, anyway. The minister received the list of demands that you passed on to him. He sent me to take charge.
Well, I don't think that's necessary.
Well, we haven't been doing much good, have we?
We've been waiting for a reply from the minister.
Well, you've got it. I'm taking charge. Now, there'll be no discussion, no concession. Nothing until the women are back in their cells.
And how do you hope to achieve that?
By force, if necessary.
You do realize that 2 of my officers are still in the prison.
All the more reason to act quickly.
Couldn't agree more.
Well, I think we could achieve the same thing by waiting. You were there when I spoke to the women, Mr. Fletcher. They were indecisive and arguing. I think eventually this thing will just peter out if given time.
I'm not sure that we've got the time.
I'll get it.
If the women gain anything out of this riot, it'll be a direct invitation for all prisoners to try the same thing. Now, this security crackdown wasn't meant for Wentworth alone. It was a departmental directive to all prisons.
Well, it hasn't achieved very much here.
It's a doctor from the local hospital. One of his patients is an inmate, and she'd like to talk to you about the riot. Her name's Smith.
Oh, yes, of
Thank
course.
the doctor for his trouble and hang up. Thank you, Inspector. There's only one decision to be made now. Do we starve them out or drag them out?
Grubs up!
It's about bloody time. We're starving.
Hey, it's cold. I didn't have any matches.
That's great, isn't it? At least when the screws were in charge, we could be sure of getting 3 hot meals a day.
Not like you to complain, Margot. If you want it heated up, do it yourself. Mouse, you stick that stuff down over there, will you?
Margot's right, you know. If we don't do something soon, we've had it. They don't have to do anything. They could just starve us out, turn the water supply off, anything.
Well, we tried to rush them and they fired us. What else can we do?
Well, there's still the 2 screws loose in the prison.
Very funny.
What?
Mouse is right. If we had those hostages, we'd be fine. They wouldn't rush us or starve us out. They'd be too scared of hurting their own kind.
Yeah, but we haven't got them, have we?
That's because you haven't looked hard enough, have you? You've been too busy whinging.
Haven't seen you helping. Okay, I'll find them. And when I do, you'll see some real action. Anyone coming with me?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Well, at least they're doing something positive.
Yes. The only trouble is, now they're following Margot and not you.
Did you get hold of Mrs. Davidson?
Yes. She won't talk to you.
But why not?
Well, obviously, she thinks it's a waste of time.
Or she thinks she'd make matters worse.
Well, what happens now?
Nothing. All you can do is wait. Now, I know it's difficult, but you must try and keep calm.
Well, how can I? I don't even know what's going on. At least give me back my telly so I can see what's happening.
It was the TV that upset her in the first place.
True, but it's questionable which is worse.